to eliminate casting in the early part of the downswing and get a stronger understanding that a golf swing is much more like a throwing motion than anything else. So most players struggle because they start to try to maneuver the weight of the golf club or the face itself using their kind of hands and their wrist muscles. So we start to get a movement where the shape of their hands change dramatically, and then of course that causes us to have different types of reactions at the bottom of the golf swing. A really skilled golfer is very good at maintaining the shape of their hands as they come around here, or the shape of their hands and their arms. They stay in a very, very similar pattern or position or kind of structure, if you will, as you come around the bend here. So what I want to show you here is how to train that with my training aid, the Pro, but also how to do some drills with the golf club to help you eliminate that casting tendency that most of us have at some point in time in the swing. So when you swing my training aid, the Pro, it's a casting detector. The skill, when you kind of finalize your ability to swing this, is to keep it from bending. So we want all the components to be able to stay in a straight line. So it detects casting immediately from the top of the swing. If I kind of flip it with my wrist like so, you can see that it bends. I want to learn how to keep it straight. Now the only way I can keep it straight is to eliminate this pattern here. And so it's very tempting for most humans to try to use their wrist to feel the weight of the golf club. But if I can discipline myself to keep the shape the same, you can see that the Pro really likes that. It stays straight as an arrow as it comes around the bend there, okay? I also like to show this from the back angle so you can see it in a little bit more detail, how I'm actually doing that. So I'm not flipping it up, I'm actually kind of dragging it off my back, keeping the shape of my hands and arms very, very similar, much like if I was going to kind of sidearm throw a ball. That's my movement pattern. That actually keeps the Pro straight. And if I can learn how to do that, then I'm starting to learn how to sequence my body, and I'm actually learning how to keep that structure the same so there's no cast. Now, with the golf club, you can emulate the same exact movement patterns, okay? So once I get to the top of the swing, you can just practice simply, once you have your hand shape here, kind of hold it a little lighter than you normally would, and just start working on trying to keep your arm, elbow, and your wrist joints in exactly the same shape from the top of the swing to about the halfway down point. And then the golf swing will actually unfold itself. If I'm doing that, that allows me to learn how to use my body to start to create the energy in the swing from pressure and rotation, as opposed to interfering and interrupting that with my hands and my arms right from the top. And if you can learn that discipline, that just opens up the whole door to having a really solid golf swing, and just eliminates so many problems. So in review here, if you can get to the top of your swing and work on keeping the shape of your hands and the arms similar, like you are going to throw something, you can start to discipline yourself to learn when the golf club, how it wants to swing. So you could just practice hitting shots, stays the same, then goes on through. Doesn't even have to be very fast, stays the same, goes on through. And then better yet, if you really want to master that, get my training aid, the Pro, as well. All right, I hope you all enjoyed that video, and just remember, the key to eliminating casting is learning how to keep your hands and arms in a similar shape from the top of the swing to about halfway down.